Hello everyone, my name is Minnie Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about approaches of probability. First of all, we will see classical approach. According to classical approach, you can calculate probability when you assume every possible outcome have equal chance of happening. According to classical approach, you can calculate probability when you assume every possible outcome have equal chance of happening. For example, when you toss a coin, there are equal chance or same chance of getting a head or a tail. So here this theory will work, but this approach will not work when you are going to forecast weather. For example, will it rain today or not? There are not same chance of rain or not rain. It may possible 80% chance of rain or 20% chance of no rain. So here this approach will not work. Classical approach of probability only work when you assume every possible outcome has equal chance of happening. Formula of classical approach: favorable outcome divided by total possible outcome. For example, you toss a coin and you want head. Your favorable outcome is head. So there is one favorable outcome and total possible outcomes are two, head and tail. So favorable outcome 1 and total number of possible outcome 2. 1 over 2 means your probability of coming ahead is 50%. Similar rolling die. You want 4. 1 is your favorable outcome 4. There are total 6 sides means total number of possible outcome are 6. 1 over 6 will be called your probability according to classical approach. Similar, picking a card. You want ace. There are total 4 aces in card and 4 is your favorable outcome and 52 is total number of possible outcome. So probability is equal to 1 over 13 according to classical approach. Relative frequency approach of probability. According to this approach, probabilities are assigned on the basis of experiment or historical data. Simply, in order to know probability, many of time you conduct experiment and see how many time specific outcome occurs. Formula: number of time event occurred divided by total number of trials. For example, you throw any die 40 times and you got 6 times. So here you can see number of time event occur is 6 because 6 time you got 4 and total number of trials are 40. 6 over 40 equal to 0.15. That means next time when you throw die, there is a 0.15% probability to come 4. So by this way we calculate probability according to this approach. With one more example, we clearly understand relative frequency approach. One box full of cookies and total 20 time you picked a cookie from box means total number of trials are 20. 12 time you got chocolate chips, 5 time you got butter chips, 3 time you got sugar cookie. Next time when you pick any cookie from box, there are 60% chance of receiving chocolate chips. Total number of trial 20 and 12 time you got chocolate chips. So next time when you pick cookie from box, there are 60% chance to receive chocolate chips. Similar, 25% chance of receiving butter chips and 15% chance of receiving sugar cookie. One most important thing you need to remember about relative frequency approach: law of larger number. That means if you increase your experiment, if you increase number of your experiment, then it can possible you get closer to actual probability. For example, instead of 20 trials, if you take 1000 trials, then it can possible you get closer to actual probability or actual data. Subjective approach of probability. This approach is based on personal judgment, intuitions, gut feeling, belief rather than mathematical formulas. This approach mainly represent our belief about a specific event. For example, a fan says, I am 80% sure our team will win. Or after interview, you maybe say there is 50% chance I will get a job. So this is all about today's video. I think you got it and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye. Take care.